girl Yaya.
And your boy TJ.
And
We back with another motherfucking video.
And that's on
Period. Food shiesty.
It's like, nah, but I don't know. First of all, I need to get a camera because the lighting in here is not giving what it's supposed to be gave, and I just feel like our quality kind of look ass. So yeah, I basically need to upgrade. But until then, yeah, y'all just gonna get this quality. But yeah, so obviously as y'all can see in today's video, we're doing
Gingerbread.
a gingerbread decorating contest because we already got the ones that's pre-built. So we got the pre-built ones because ain't nobody got time for that. That don't take too long. We tried to, what's that last year when we
Yep, tried to make it from scratch.
yeah, and we just couldn't get it to stick. It was doing too much, and yeah.
I would.
But yeah, so this is what we're gonna be doing today. We got the obviously gingerbread house. I got some candy canes, some like little icing to decorate, some sprinkles,
Glitter.
some other glittery sprinkles, whatever this is. Some M&Ms, and then it come in here with mini gumdrops, holy leaves and berries, and mini beads. And
Two
then like
decoration
the little
bags and a pre-mixed icing.
Yep, and then we got these two.
Yeah.
Oh, we got these, but Braylon's playing with it.
Braylon's playing with that. Yeah, say yay. Thank you.
And we got
Thank
our wine. Y'all like
Wine.
my wine cup? It's so cute. Hey, don't judge me. I know wine's supposed to be like down there. And you're supposed to have it like right there.
You're not supposed to.
I think that's like how they really do it.
Oh.
But I got mine filled because I'm trying to get a little late.
Uh-oh.
What you talking about uh-oh for? But before we get into the video, I want you to like, share, comment, subscribe, put your phones up. Put your phones up. What Braylon said, put your phones up. Put your phones up.
Put your phones
wildin'. Aw.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, do that for us. And turn your post notification bell on so you can be notified when we post another video. And that's on period. But yeah, so we about to get into the video. So basically, I want y'all to let us know who made the best one, which is going to be me and duh. Did you even pay attention?
Yes.
You over
Braylon
there?
was agreeing with you.
Period. It is not that good, son.
Yes, it is.
Okay, period. But yeah, so basically, put down in the comments who did the best house.
Who got the best one?
Yeah. So, period. I don't know how I'm about to do this, but get your little stuff. Got some little icing. This icing thick as you're supposed to heat it up or something?
No, you're not supposed to heat it up. Wait.
I don't know.
I think it's a little thick.
Right.
Maybe that's gonna help you stick.
Hopefully mine not. Okay.
No, Braylon.
He wants some candy. This is what they look like.
They're already built. Wait,
No,
what the
I
hell
look
are
like-
these?
The bag.
For the
To design.
icing. Ah.
I was hoping that mine didn't break because I feel like they was all falling over in my car and stuff. What stink?
What's the
You
matter,
want to help
dude?
decorate?
What's the matter, dude?
Hold on. Wait, I think I got double chin. Look, I got double chin.
Mm-hmm.
What he just dropped? Or did you just drop something?
Cup.
Cut. Good job.
Cup.
Why you looking like Forrest Whitaker? No one his eyes was wet. Cookie.
That's cracker.
Period. I know whoever be having them pre-make these be mad as hell. Cause these boys are hard.
Stop,
What?
Braylon. Eat them one at a
I
time.
don't know. It don't even look like they got a lot of the little white stuff on there. Come on, babe. You over here trying to snack and stuff. Well, I guess I'll open the things. So, ooh, I'm about to be so sweet. You about to be so mad, and that's on period. As you should, or you're not gonna care for real. Not gonna care for real. You want me to win?
No.
Well, never mind. You supposed to be like, yeah, you know. No, this is a competition. Okay. I'm really about to go hard in the paint. You wanna I feel like he'll be trying to bite these off instead of just like lick them. And I don't want to give him that. So we gonna keep. Braylon do this wine and stuff. We just go. Like, bro. I be like, every time we want something. It's okay, Stinky.
Why are you closing my stuff up? Don't push my stuff closed.
Oh, where my gums are? Don't be not steal my stuff.
Who you talking to?
You.
Thanks, my stuff. Now, what's the front door? What's the back? Oh, I got a front door and the back door. I'm about to make the strap.
They go grab the
Christmas strap out.
Go grab the scissors.
Don't get no ideas. What you want, shorty? Go get the scissors.
Take me out to dinner.
What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner.
Here, Mom about to get a candy cane. Wait.
Oh, Lord.
The scissors are right in here. You want to see them? They with the knives. Here, look. Sorry for snatching. Taste it. That's candy.
Candy.
He don't know what to do with it.
Look.
That tastes good.
It's good. Eat it. You didn't know you could eat it.
So we got bags, and then we got the little things that you put down in the bags. Come on, babe. Oh, you gotta cut it. Period. Oh, because I was about to say, I don't think I might not need that white icing, but we got green and we got pink. So, yeah, I might need white just in case. I don't know. I might not even need it, but I'm going to still.
What you doing, man? It's good.
You like it?
You got 2 tips.
I just got one. You got 2?
Yeah.
Oh, I got 2. I lied. I was about to say, how do you go just finesse me and give me one? What? You know how to do it? You need help? You gotta be stubborn. First of all, let me help you. You gotta cut this piece off. You see, you must.
I was just gonna slide it down to where it was just. No, thank you. Yeah.
Then do this. Rub it down like this.
And you put the icing in there?
Yep.
Stop, Braylon. What are you doing?
What he do?
He letting my flip.
I don't even know how I'm about to do this. I'm about to wing it, y'all.
What you mean?
I don't know how I'm about to do my house. How you about to do yours? Why they giving us 2 bags like they giving us a whole bunch of icing? I guess if you mess up. For some people, you know,
I don't know.
I would be that type of person, but I did this before, so I know I do it. Yeah. All right, y'all. So while we doing the gingerbread house, we gonna be talking about this movie that we just watched, and it was a pretty good movie. So, I mean, sorry if you want to see the movie, because it's kind of gonna be a spoiler alert, because we're gonna tell the movie, obviously. Oh, well, I feel like Well, mine got a hole in it. Oh. Dang, babe. We wasn't prepared.
What you mean?
Can you get some napkins? Oh, I should have put this one on.
It's a thicker one?
No, it's a different type of which one you got on? Oh yeah, we can use each other's. Look how that one look, and then look how this one look. This one just a regular hole.
Oh yeah.
So it didn't go on like I wanted to go on. But it's okay though. Because mine about to look better than his. Period. So I'm gonna open up everything so once we start we can just
Yeah, that ice in his foot.
what you mean?
That ice.
What the fuck that's supposed to mean?
That ice and bussing.
It's good?
Mm-hmm.
It is good. Stop, you gonna break it. But yeah, so you wanna tell them the movie that we watched?
Unforgivable.
I know y'all probably already either seen it before or been seeing it trending on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's in the top 10. And I think I've been seeing people talk about it too. But that movie is really good. Did you like it?
Sandra Bullock. Very good actress, I should say.
Did you like it?
Yes, I did like it.
You don't like that? I'm about to get him some of these.
Here, put it on here.
Hold
Put it
on,
right
y'all.
there.
Let us get situated real fast and we're going to talk about the movie. Y'all ready?
Don't
To
stop
see
me
who
if
about to
I'll
win,
beat
it's
him at
about to
one
be
time.
me.
One at a time.
Alright, so let's go. I think I want to start with this. I don't even know what I'm about to do, y'all. You want to start off the movie?
Alright, so. No.
No.
You start off.
We look-y forgot what happened. So
No,
basically, like, how the movie started, it kind of was like, throughout the whole movie, it was like flashback and flash forwards.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever had, like, acting class, you know what that is. That's when the perspective always... Well, you didn't even gotta have acting classes for that, but I learned that in acting classes. I had took an acting class in college, and we had to learn about, like, films and stuff. And we learned the different, like, angles of the camera and shit. Or, like, you know, like flashbacks, flash forward, all that stuff. But basically, it was like flashbacks and flash forwards of like basically trying to tell like what happened in the past, which led up to what was going on in the present time. So the movie was with what's her name?
Sandra Bullock.
Bullock or
Sandra Bullock. Sandra
How do
Bullock.
you say her name? Her. It had Viola Davis in it, and I didn't know the other actors. But them the only two I really knew. But it was a good movie. So basically, like Sandra Bullock was in jail. That's how I like started off, and she was basically like getting out finally. She had been in jail for like 20 years. They said.
Yeah.
So yeah, so she was in jail for 20 years, and she was like getting out basically in the beginning of the movie. So I think they instantly started like showing like flashbacks and stuff, basically like giving hints.
As soon as the movie.
Yeah,
started.
trying to give hints as to like why she was in jail and stuff. So basically it kept like flashback into like she was in a house with like her little sister, and like it like the police and stuff was like coming to her house trying to like, it seemed like take like her sister away from her.
Yeah.
Or whatever, and she was basically like, I ain't going. And that's on period. And she told them niggas, if you motherfucking come this shit, I'm peeling your motherfucking cat back blue.
Hey, why my top don't look like yours?
That's what, you ain't hear me say that?
No, what you say?
Did you put this inside of here?
Hell yeah, I tried to
Oh,
make
that's
some.
sweet though, but
I was
just
trying to make
cut
some
it.
shape.
Wait,
It's still gonna be loose though, so it's gonna come
Where
out
this come
on the
from?
surface. That was right there.
oh, this
That
came
ain't had
with
no
this?
top. It was like that. Oh, that's what you were saying?
Oh, I took that off of here. This was the top for that. But maybe you can make some shake. Hold on. No, I might be bad. sick. See, I thought this one was like that too, but it wasn't. You wanted to use the green?
It ain't gonna work because this one not gonna stay on.
You want to get like a Q-tip or something?
A Q-tip? For what?
And you can like dab it in there and then draw it on.
Oh.
I don't know. I was trying to think of improvising. So basically, she was like, if y'all.
Oh yeah, she was like, y'all come in this bitch, I'm gonna fuck y'all up.
Basically. No, she was telling them she was gonna blow their ass.
Yeah.
Like, she ain't say I'm gonna fuck. She basically like, I'm blowing you. And that's on period. So then it kept like, you know, it wouldn't like show the whole like scene and stuff. It kept going back forward. So basically, she ended up getting out of jail. And she instantly was on it. She was like, I'm trying to find my little sister because like, that's who she basically ended up like losing when she went to jail, was her little sister.
Yeah.
So she was like writing her little sister the whole time like she was in jail, like never getting no responses or nothing. So she's sick about it. Mind you, she in jail for 20 years. I would be sick as hell.
If I see my little sister and she don't
Yeah.
even remember me, and she was only 5.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, the little sister was only 5 years old when we're not gonna tell you what happened yet. We're gonna build it up. We gotta tell the movie how it went. So then so basically like that's the type of tip she was on. She got out of jail. Her PO was on her whole neck. But it's not gonna work because it's not made for that. You could have put you could squeeze it in with this. Here. You want
Like,
to
mix it together?
Yeah. Probably gonna make a lighter green now. Alright, stop. But yeah, so she gets out of jail and she gotta find a job and stuff like that. She ended up finding her a job at like a no, actually she tried to work at this like construction little thing, like I guess she used to what she used to do, babe? She do like construction work.
Construction work.
Yeah. So, excuse me. She had a lot of experience in that, so she was like basically trying to find a job. But I think when she had ended up going to like the interview or something like that, I guess he had ended up finding out that she was like selling and shit like that, and that she, you know, that shit she basically did. So he basically like, yeah, it's bad or whatever. So she like, damn, like you know, some whole shit type shit. But what could she have done?
Right.
So then, she ended up finding her a job at like this little like meat plant or whatever, or fish plant or whatever.
Little fish market, little fish plant.
Yeah, like they, you know, made a little salmon.
Fat ass salmons we had.
And stuff like that. So she ended up basically working there or whatever, you know, trying to get herself together. When I tell you her PO was on her motherfucking ass, that nigga was
irritating me.
Pour some more of this green in here.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, like, her PO was on her ass and stuff, so she had ended up finding another job at some random guy. How did she end up finding that? She had ended up going into the thing, and then he was talking about like how he had just fired somebody.
Oh yeah.
From he had just fired somebody because they wasn't doing a good enough job on the building they was trying to do, because they was trying to like build something for like
they was trying to build a community center for the homeless.
Yeah, they was trying to do that. And
she was like, when she was saying it, she was like, well, he really not doing a good job, and she when she was saying it like it blew his mind, because it was like she knew what she was talking about. She knew every diameter, all that shit of the wood and all that shit, and he was just like, oh, basically like, you got the job, sis, like you. Yeah, he was like, you got references, and she was like, yeah,
I got you in Howard. So sis ended up with 2 jobs. Don't play with my good sis.
Yeah.
So she ended up having 2 jobs or whatever, and you know, her PO all on her ass and shit. So
like she was doing so good, the PO was starting to be like,
yeah, she
you
like,
alright? You tripping? You doing
yeah,
drugs?
like you good? She like,
she showed his ass like, dumbass, nothing. I'm not sure.
Nothing. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. But no, she basically like, you got me fucked up. Like, I got out to be on some other shit, and you got me fucked up. So basically, yeah. So she ended up having her 2 jobs and shit. So then it kept flashback into like basically like
the scene that happened.
Yeah, that happened, and it seemed like, because we was confused at first. We like, so why is she in jail? So then they started like going to the little sister who had grew up. She probably was like 14 or 15 or something like that at that. No, she was 5. She was 25 because she was 5. She had to get, 20 years that she was in jail.
Yeah,
so that means she had to be. She still like she was in high school. What do you mean high school?
Yeah, that don't look like.
That don't even make sense.
Yeah, that didn't look.
They going to her recitals and shit like, unless it was college.
Could have been a college recital.
But yeah, so she had to be in college because she was 5 and she got out 20 years later. Clearly she's 25. But yeah, so the little sister, she would have like a lot of like flashbacks and stuff. I was about to say, but you gotta come up because this video gonna be too soon. I can't even talk. What the fuck is going on?
Tutu.
This video is gonna be too long.
All right. Can you put this back on? I think this go like that. How you make it stick?
But yeah, so the little sister, she was like basically traumatized from the shit or whatever, and so she will always have like flashbacks of like her sister screaming like, get away, like I'm gonna off you basically if you don't get the fuck on, like no type shit, like screaming and stuff. So she kept having like flashbacks about that. So she was like low key still fucked up about it. But she was saying like she couldn't really remember like what her like who the person was. She was so young, but she was like she remembered she used to always be around like a lady, but she didn't know who she was, if she was like her mom or her sister or anybody or whatever.
Like, cause it kept showing glimpses of her just being held by a girl, but her not knowing who the face is.
Yeah. So she basically didn't know like who exactly it was or whatever. So basically Sandra had ended up like at the little fish plant that she was working at. She had ended up like meeting like one of the guys that worked there or whatever, and he was like, oh shit. And he basically was like all cool and shit with her, like offering her rides. Like he had got her a coat. This nigga was applying pressure. First of all, he
bought her a coat.
Bought her a coat. He dropped her off where she stayed, and then he came back, bought her a coat, and bought her some motherfucking donuts. And I said that's on period, as he should. He was applying all the pressure. But yeah, so she was like, she wasn't really fucking with that shit because she like, niggas ain't really fucking with her because they all calling her like a cop killer and shit. Because she had, basically she had went to jail because she had ended up killing the cop that she had when she told him like, don't come in or whatever. She had basically offed his ass or whatever. So that's what she went to jail for. So she basically trying to like find her sister or whatever. So she had ended up going back to the house, like basically to where it happened, and somebody else had bought the house already. So she was like standing on the land, and they was like seeing her and shit, looking like, what the fuck? So they like, the fuck? Who the fuck is her? So they had went outside, and he like, excuse me, can I help you type shit?
Right. And
she just basically like low key capping like, I used to like do work at this house or whatever, and I'm just admiring it. I see that somebody like moved in and all this good stuff, and he like, oh okay, you know how like white people live. They be like, oh, you want to come in? Like, no, the fuck. I'm trying to tell you right now, wasn't no black person would invite her. They'd be like, oh well, since you got to head on. So they was like, you want to come in? And y'all already know Viola Davis. Obviously, she's black. So she for sure played the role. She was already looking confused, like,
yeah, like,
who is this? Right, like, you tripping or whatever. So, yeah, so she got to like looking around and started like basically triggering her of like all the stuff that had like took place in there. And also backstory, her both of her parents had died. She said that her mom had died giving birth to her sister, and her daddy had killed himself.
Yeah.
So I think that's what had happened. Like the daddy had killed himself, and he was trying to get them from the house or some shit like that. And she was like, no, like basically, like, you're not about to take my little sister away from me, type shit. And if you think you is, you about to get off, basically.
Basically, that's.
So yeah, so that's basically what not that ended up happening, but she
what happened?
I'm trying to think what else happened.
So he ended up. The guy seen that Sandra Bullock was acting like real like shaky and nervous and all that. So he was like, "It's a long walk for where you going. Let me take you home." So he took her home, or wherever she wanted to get dropped off to. And he was like, "You acting weird. Like, what's wrong with you?"
Right.
And she finally said it like, "I'm trying to get this and try to do that." It was basically like she was trying to tell her story of why she needed.
Yeah, but it had came in clutch because he happened to be a lawyer.
Right. And he was like, "How did you find me?" And she was like, "Groupon." I was like, "What the fuck? They got lawyers on Groupon?"
Right. I missed that part because I didn't even know that part. I thought she just.
That's
I thought
he was
she
like,
just
he was
happened
like, "How
to
did
go
you
to
find
the.
me?" And she was like, "Groupon."
Oh, I thought she just happened to go to the house and he just happened to be a lawyer type shit. So clearly I missed that part. But yeah, so that happened. And then he basically ended up, she's been trying to like reach out to him because she was trying to get him to help her like reach out to the family of that who her sister was with. And he had ended up, I guess, seeing that she like ended up finding out who she really was type shit. And he low-key was not fucking with her after that. And she was like calling him, like leaving him messages and shit, and then he was not fucking with her.
Yeah.
And she was irritated as fuck, like, you got me fucked up. So I guess she was applying pressure and shit. And then I guess he ended up finally like fucking with her. So he hit the family up. So mind you, also the family was on some hoe shit because Sandra will always like write her letters throughout the whole 20 years and think like she would never get like no letter back or nothing. Yeah. Whole time they was like hiding letters so she wouldn't like never had like they basically felt like she's a killer. She don't need to be around her and know nothing about that because it's gonna traumatize her even more and all type of shit. You know how like that type of shit be.
Yeah, you don't get fucking.
So basically that's what happened. And what happened with that?
What's next? So, hold on, let me fast forward. What part was you on?
I just had told them the backstory about the parents. So then,
So then, look. So, no, that was.
I don't remember what happened. I forgot what part I left off on.
Was that the part that Fish murdered when she got to the fight?
Oh, so she was fucking with the well, she wasn't really fucking with him, but the dude that was applying pressure. They had ended up going out for like a brunch or whatever, or lunch or whatever. And she had ended up basically coming clean to him like, I'm a felon type shit, like type shit. And he was like, what you doing? She was like, murder type shit. And he was just like, oh.
He was just like, I can't.
Like,
his last words was, I can't. And she was just like, you know what?
She was like, I'm just about to duck off. Yeah, she ducked off herself.
She already knew what it was. She was like, and she walked off and started crying because she felt hurt. She like, damn.
Like nobody.
This nigga really ain't even say shit.
Yeah, and she was like, nobody even fucking with me. Like, I mean, everybody calling
and
her.
PO was being the assholes because he was like,
everybody calling her a cop killer.
He was like, you might as well face the fact you're a cop killer.
What my little thing at?
What little thing?
Oh, damn. Yeah, so he basically calling her a cop killer and all type of shit, and she just like, wow, like, even though she is a cop killer, but she's still like, bro, like, I did my time. Like, leave me the fuck alone. Like, y'all tripping. But they did nobody give no fucks about that. They didn't fuck with her. So after she had ended up telling like the nigga that, he had ended up basically going back to work and telling like one of the people, and like they was all mad because they like didn't the girl say like my dad's a cop or somebody was a cop basically, and she started like she like was started beating her ass, like snuck her at the job and started beating her ass like bitch, I'm on your neck type shit. So she already got them. Then she got the other people on her head.
The family of the cop that she killed.
Yeah,
the two sons.
Yeah, they was basically like, oh, she got out of jail and shit. Like they on her top too.
And the little brother was basically like one of the little brothers of the cop. He was basically trying to convince his older brother, like, yeah, bro, you trying to take her out, bro? Like, let's do to her what she did to us, basically. And his brother was like, no, bro, you tripping. He said at first he wasn't with it. He was like, no. Yeah. He kept telling him no at first. He like, no, bro, I'm not doing that. Then the other brother that was listening to what he was trying to say, the older brother, he finally ended up going. He was trying to find out where she stayed. Was he? No, he ended up finding out where she stayed, but he had found out because of the little brother. When he was at the bar, he was telling him the little, I guess the cop was telling him the location of where she was at. So they've been plotting on her for, like, since she moved into that what's her name? What am I? Oh.
Yeah, so they was basically on her head type shit. So he had ended up breaking in. Well, not really breaking in, but like sneaking into like the little place where she was staying, where she was like doing a little side job, like to fix the little place. She was like sleeping there and shit. Cause she kept getting into it with the hoes at the little. I think she was like at was it like a halfway house or it was something?
Yeah.
She was at, but basically like she was there and them hoes wasn't fucking with her, and they was like, and she was like, I ain't got time for these hoes, basically. So I think she ended up staying there. So the guy had ended up like coming there, helping her move some stuff in, but she didn't know who the nigga was.
Yeah.
And turns out it was
it was one of the brothers I was trying to offer.
Yeah. So he had ended up like, when she left, was like low-key was still in that bitch, and like took a picture of her like little diary of what she be writing her sister and shit, and took a picture of it. So he had basically came to the brother and was like, instead of us like killing this bitch, we low-key should kill her sister, like so she could feel how I feel. And when he was talking to her, he was basically like, he ended up having a conversation with her, just her not knowing that he was like
on that.
Yeah. And he was asking her about like her family and stuff. And she basically was talking about how her family had like died. Her mom and her dad had died. And then he was like, dang, like, how are you? And she was like, I mean, it's life, like, life goes on type shit. And he was like, I'm really about to kill this bitch type shit. So, so yeah, so that's what happened. What happened after that?
Then after that, he went and told his little brother, like, yeah, we finna go ahead and do this shit.
Like, so, she basically thinks she's sweet.
Yeah. So she ended up, so they end up thinking about it. I mean, they end up talking about it. So now they got this shit planned out. So then after that, what happened after that? After that. Damn. What happened in the middle of the movie?
So basically, she's trying to find her little sister. So the lawyer ended up pushing her through to where she could meet the parents. She ended up meeting the parents, she was having a meeting with the parents, and the parents like basically wasn't like fucking with, like, why do she need to like basically fuck with you? Like, you've been gone, like, leave it at that. She don't know you. Fuck on. They was on that type of time.
Yeah,
the mama literally was just sitting there, but the daddy was just basically like, because the mama low key was like, maybe she do want to like get to know her sister, like maybe. And he like, no.
Yeah,
he was not fucking with that shit. He was like, no, fuck that bitch, basically. And so that's what he was on, basically like, fuck that bitch. So he was talking the whole time. The mama wasn't even saying nothing. So then Sandra was like, how do y'all not know? Like, basically like, she don't want to fuck with me.
So yeah, she was basically saying like, I raised her since she was 5 years old.
Yeah, like,
I've been in jail 20 years, so
I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. She still knows me some way, like, type shit. And they was basically like, no, she don't. Well, the dad was basically like, no, she don't.
And then Sandra had asked a question. She was like, did you throw away my letters? She was like, what happened to all the letters I sent?
Right, like, why she ain't never write me back?
And then the daddy started looking like, oh shit. And then she was like, did you burn my letters? Did you throw them away? Then she started getting loud.
Yeah, she started getting pissed. Cause
you know that music when somebody finna do something or they got that like feeling like, yeah, I'm finna fuck some shit up. They started playing that type of music. That's when I knew she was finna hop on tip.
Come on now.
Come on now, what?
Cause you just about to pour that everywhere. Get a one of these so it could fall on here. But what ended up happening? So yeah, so she basically ended up start going off on them niggas like, y'all got me fucked up. It's not what she was saying, but she basically like, y'all got me fucked up. Like, you burned my fucking letters, and that's why my sister don't know the fuck that I've been trying to reach out to her. Y'all got me fucked up. Like, she was going off, and then they was just like trying to leave, and the lawyer like, relax. And she like, no, fuck that. Like, these hoes got me fucked up. Like,
yeah, fuck all that bullshit.
I don't care what the fuck they talking about. Like, they got me fucked up. So the mama like didn't burn your letters, but okay, basically. So she like, whatever. So she pissed. So then, so the foster parents had like already had an actual daughter. So the daughter had overheard the mama and the daddy like talking about like the situation, how they was gonna meet up with Sandra and stuff like that. So she got to like being nosy, snoop through stuff, because I think they talking about the letters.
Yeah.
So she got to go and look for them bitches. She ended up finding them bitches. She was like crying and shit, because I guess it was, I don't know, her parents was on some fugazi ass shit. She was mad. She was hurt for her adopted sister. So she ended up calling up Sandra and was like, you know, like, hello and stuff like this. Like, can we meet up? Like, this not like your sister, but can we meet up or whatever? So they ended up meeting up, and Sandra was just like asking questions and stuff like that. And the girl was like answering a little bit of them, and then she kind of got uncomfortable. Was like, yeah, nah, I don't know. So then she was like, well, she having like a little recital later, so you know, come through. You can see her play the piano and stuff.
Yeah.
So Sandra like bet. So she was trying to get in touch with the lawyer, but I don't know where the fuck the lawyer is at. So she ended up going to the lawyer's house. And backstory again, I don't think I said this. The lawyer's wife didn't want shit to do with her once she found out that she was like a cop killer and shit like that. She was like, if you gonna take on her case, that's on y'all. Don't bring that shit to my house.
Yeah,
I don't want nothing to do with that.
Shit from my house.
So Sandra ended up coming to their house because she needed to fucking talk to the lawyer. The fuck? She was like, I need to talk to him. So with that being said, I'm about to pull up. You wanna walk up, whatever the fuck you wanna go. So that's what she did. So then the wife basically was like, y'all need to like, you need to get the fuck on, like, bitch, get the fuck off my line.
Yeah.
So Sandra like, no, like basically, bitch, I'm coming to see your husband. Where is he at? I need to talk to him because I need to see my sister and all this type shit. So then the lawyer's wife, Viola Davis, was like, basically like, I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. You're a cop killer. You a murderer. You don't deserve your sister. Like, on her, like, you don't deserve your sister. She's okay without you. Like, leave her the fuck alone. You're gonna traumatize her even more. Fuck off. And Sandra like, bitch, you're not about to tell me what the fuck I gotta do, bitch. You don't even know what really happened. So she was like, and then she was like, she was only 5. She was only 5. She was only 5. She just kept saying that. And then I think Viola Davis had got like what she was like trying to say. So basically what she was trying to say was like, I guess the sister was the one that really did it. Yeah. So they ended up like flashing back. So basically what had happened was when they had came to the house and they was like trying to like take the sister out and shit like that, the sister was like basically on their neck like, y'all come in here, I'm peeling your muffin cap back. I couldn't even say it. I'm peeling your muffin cap back blue, and that's on period. And so the officer had ended up like breaking like their little lock and like secretly came into the side door, and I guess the little sister had saw him, so she picked up the shotty and she blew that nigga muffin cap back blue. And the sister like, oh my god, like what the fuck, like she really she was shook as hell. Like I don't think she really was probably really was gonna shoot them. She was just saying that, but the sister really was about that at 5 years old. Yeah. So then, that's basically what happened. And yikes. So she basically ended up taking a rap for her little sister because she was like, she was only 5 years old. So when Viola Davis had heard that, I guess she started putting 2 and 2 together. She was like, oh. Yeah. Yikes type shit. So then Viola Davis had ended up like, was like, do you need a ride and stuff like that? And she had ended up taking her to her recital. While she was about to walk into the recital, somebody had called her, and it was one of the brothers, and was like, basically like, I got your sister, like, I'm about to offer, so you better come here quick or whatever. So she went there or whatever, and come to find out it wasn't her sister, it was the other girl who was calling her because he was following her when he seen that she was meeting up with Sandra. The little girl was meeting up with Sandra earlier when I told y'all she was like, can I meet up with y'all or whatever. And he thought that was the sister, so he had the wrong girl or whatever. So she like, you gotta chill out. Hostage. And he like, fuck all that and stuff like that. Like, you about to kill her and shit. Blah, blah,
and then that's when she had the gun to her head. That's when she was like, your father was a great man. He was like, shut the fuck up.
Right? Don't speak my mind. He was like, shut up.
He was like, shut up. I don't want to hear none of that. And she just kept saying like, your father was a good man. This, that. And he finally just like
broke down.
Like damn. And Sandra slowly got up to the girl. She took her. She took her out of the tape and all that shit. Like
yeah, he had her taped up and everything.
Yeah, and she like slowly walked behind her and like walked her to the door. And then that's when 12 had pulled up because Viola had called 12. Like it's a fucking hostage going on right now.
No, I don't think she knew what the fuck was going on, but she knew. Oh no, she did because she was like, somebody got my sister.
Yeah, she already knew about it. That's why she called 12.
And 12 had came, and then and they had came and tried to put her in the handcuffs. Like she ain't even do shit. Or whatever. So
she was trying to say that little girl.
Yeah. So the ambulance was looking at the girl, making sure she was okay and stuff. And as Sandra P.O. had came over there and like get her out of handcuffs and shit like that, like fuck, y'all got her fucked up. And as they was walking back to the car, the parents and her sister was over there with the girl who was the foster parents' actual daughter. And then she like happened to like see her, and she looked at Sandra and she walked over to her and she was like, that's my sister. Like she remembered her like a mug, and they hugged, and that was the end of the movie.
I was like, oh.
So the whole time they were trying to say like her sister wasn't gonna know her. Like her sister knew her off rip, like.
Cause she could tell she remembered all the piano lessons. Shit.
She just remembered everything about, I guess, her sister. Even though she couldn't really tell, but she kind of knew, like...
Yeah, this is for sure.
Yeah, I kind of remember now that she seen her, it, like, brought back all the memories. So, basically, they was, like, reunited. And it feels so good. But, yeah, y'all, that was a good movie. I really enjoyed it. Good. Y'all, it's coming along. Y'all want to see mine so far? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying, but still look better than his. No. That might shit look sweet.
She had the good icing.
You can use this too. You just don't want pink on yours.
I'm gonna use it.
But yeah, y'all, this video kind of long. And I hate when videos be too long, but we had to tell y'all the movie and yeah. So we just gonna come back when the end process is done and when we done with the end, and then we gonna show y'all, and then we gonna end the video out. And didn't I say I was gonna look at this shit? Move yours back because mine is up for display. Contestant number 1. I'm gonna do a little spin for you. Oh shit! Oh my god! I done broke. You see the side? This is the back. Very eloquent. This is called the Princess Castle. And who Gingerbread House did win? Y'all comment down below and tell me who won. Alright, I'll let him get his little 3 seconds of fame. But y'all still see it. Y'all see it.
This right here is the Spontaneous Ghetto Gospel Missionary Baptist Church.
Not you bringing God into it.
It's very unique. It's simple, but it's glazed. I should put it.
So this is a church, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm. This is a type of church that I say. Ghetto yet sophisticated.
Okay. Oh,
hey, don't be knocking off my A.
I ain't mean to. I'm trying to put it so they can see it.
That was an angel right there.
So yeah, these are the
final outcomes.
The final outcomes. So, thank you guys for watching this video. I know y'all gonna pick me because of course I won't look at mine and look at his. But anyways, I want y'all to like, share, comment, subscribe, put your phones up, keep liking, sharing my videos, subscribe, because if you're a subscriber, what are you doing? At this point, you're a hater.
Hater, like, oh.
So yeah, do that for me, and yeah, I know y'all go pick me, so period. But thank you for watching our video. Peace out.